How'd the likes of you learn to fight like that?
We're employees from your place of business. Otohime.
You're from our own...
We were helping Nanoha Mukoda, a woman. You've been sucking money out of her while keeping her dad prisoner in the old...
I told you. We're doing...
I've heard all that already, and it's... You can't just twist the Yakuza code to suit yourself! That's being a fucking prick!
Stop this.
Totsuka, what's happened?
There was a dispute.
You look like hitmen to me.
We're not hitmen. We came with a request for the chairman.
Request?
About Totsuka's business operation.
Sunlight Castle?
Could we have a bit of your time?
How can I be sure you won't try to kill?
Frisk us if you want. We're unarmed.
What's wrong?
This guy had a strange-looking build.
Yeah, I've had that for a while. Someone just put it in my pocket at some...
What should we do?
Nothing.
You sure you don't want to tie a string around it? Hurts like a...
I suppose you would know.
Of course, after you made me lose...
Just give me the knife already,
It's natural that society wants to avoid seeing its own, but luckily for those who refuse to look, I've taken many risks to protect them from the Komiju. I've protected them from the Chinese.
Yeah, I don't know everything about it, but I figured it was the Seiryu.
The balance. It must be said that in any faction, the men operate businesses unknown. But I'm hearing that some have gone so low as to extort money.
Yeah, that's the Yokohama Leomon. I got plenty of personal
I see. And as for Totsuka, I never thought he would keep... Thank you. I knew of its existence, of course. And I was glad our clan bought that building that was crumbling. Some wanted it demolished. I settled the issue. I said it should be turned into a I trusted him completely. I never knew he was running another...
It was still in the exploratory phase. I was gonna tell you about it once it became a viable business.
It's gross that you're even calling it a chairman. The whole operation is just wrong. You gotta do something. Yes, sir.
I think you have the...
Sorry?
I appreciate you telling me, but I have no need...
What?
Misfortune is often a sight. One's happiness might be purchased with another to a certain extent.
With that logic, you could justify anything.
Totsuka, I'd like to hear your own
The excellent course offers a smooth and painless transition out of this life. It's
Euthanasia? I saw it happen! You murdered...
Euthanasia is a painless release...
Totsuka!
Sir!
Put it down. I don't need your finger.
Thank you, Chairman.
But that doesn't mean that I approve of this little side business you were running. Therefore... Takami!
Understood. Boys, take him out of here.
What?
Show him what'll happen if he ever sets foot in here again.
No. Chairman! Chairman!
Kasuga. A Yakuza cannot be judged merely by society's standards of what is right and wrong. Our reputation is everything. But we cannot preserve our reputation if we allow civilians like you to trespass. Don't fool yourself into thinking you did something brave today. The truth is, your actions have disgraced me and the Seiryu clan. I want that knowledge to weigh heavy on your heart.
As scared as I should be right now, I'm super into it, Chairman. That was awesome.
I'm sorry.
I was starting to think that during the 18 years I spent in prison, the type of Yakuza I admired went extinct. But you're one of them. You're the old school kind of Yakuza. The kind I've always believed in, and always will.
I see. I'm glad such a thing is still appreciated. I must admit, I find myself wondering what kind of Yakuza raised you like that.
You're asking about my patriarch? He was the type of guy who would show up to rescue a dumbass kid who dropped his name just to get out of trouble. Even a kid he never met. He'd cut off his own finger for the family name. Right. Let's go home.
Wait. I'm curious. What was the name of this patriarch?
Masumi Arakawa, of the Arakawa family. Ex-Tojo clan.
Arakawa.
Yep. Although when I went to find him the other day, he did put a bullet in me. So, I guess I should probably take the hint. But he can't take away all the lessons I learned from him. To me, he's still the way a man ought to be.
Arakawa. I'll remember that.
Well, guess we should head back to the... Huh? So, that was a shocker. On Nanoha, I guess you never know for sure.
Hey, just a minute.
Need something, Captain?
Come to Sunlight Castle with me. I'm having Nanoha meet us there.
What?
Just do. We're closing our institution.
You're closing?
Yes. As such, we won't be able to We're terribly sorry, but you'll have to make other...
But the operation wasn't
It's been canceled. We deeply apologize.
canceled. But if he doesn't get...
Oh,
They said...
just double checking. But is that what you paid Totsuka for last time? What did you two talk?
Somehow I scraped together 2 million yen. But can I finish paying later? Maybe we don't even have to do the surgery that soon. I'm worried he's still too weak for it.
Don't tell me you're having second thoughts now. Your father deserves to be at peace. You said it yourself. But now you're cheaping out on him?
No, please don't say that. Of course I want Dad to have peace in his golden years. I don't want him in pain, but... does it have to be so expensive?
I'm afraid it does. Given the delicate nature of the task, there may be complications. Don't you see the need for finesse? That's what you're paying us for.
Oh, okay. It's just my father's never had an operation.
Oh. First timer, huh? Hey, if we can laugh about it, it must not be that bad, right?
I guess.
So she had no idea.
It seems not.
She thought the operation was...
Damn, and we barely got to him in time.
Nanoha-san, let me assure you,
Sorry?
your father was examined again, and doctors concluded the previous Yes. Therefore, we are returning. We realize how inconvenient our... So, all money paid towards care after today's day.
But what do I do now?
Please, don't worry. There will be no forced relocation. As I said, we realize how inconvenient... Your father may stay here free of charge until you make other...
Finally, some action.
This was by order of the chair.
I'm glad to hear that.
So, who was it who said she was in...
Leave it alone. Yeah, so much for
Hey, Adachi's mistake led to her dad's survival, so there.
Be great, actually.
No worries. I'm sure he's gonna flip when he sees...
You know, seeing that smile.
Such a ladies' man, aren't you?
Yeah. You're in it now. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's bust back in my pride.
もしもしママ、今日彼氏の家に泊まることにしたからすごいのいらない。見つけたぞそうです。忙しい。
Hey, boss! We're back! It got pretty crazy back there, but you know what? Boss. No way. Why? Why would you?
Nonomiya really didn't seem the type to kill himself.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. I would have jumped on that place no matter how big a loan.
I really think he was more of a sensitive guy than he ever let on.
Excuse me, sensitive?
Hold the fuck up!
Nanoha-san, you should know that we are the ones who found him. I mean, we were just heading back to the shop, expecting to find him there, but he'd already hung himself.
Yeah, I heard you guys just now saying he was sensitive. Come on, we all know he wasn't the greatest guy. And he was selfish, too. But that's why I think there's no way he killed himself.
Damn, Nanoha-san. I know you're still going through a lot, but is this really the time to trash the guy?
Don't lecture me like that. You don't even know me.
We don't know you?
No, you don't. I'm Saeko.
Alright, so is Saeko your
No, I'm saying that you and I have never met before.
Gramps?
Okay, you obviously don't get it. Maybe Four Eyes?
4 Eyes? No.
Well, the simple answer is they're
We have a winner. You're smarter than you look back there.
Seeing as you're...
Do you have the same, you know...
I'm not for sale, if that's what you're asking. At a cabaret club that Nonomiya owned, actually.
Jeez, he owned a cabaret club?
Yeah. You may not have looked it, but he was actually one of the top dogs in Ijin Cho's Red. Now that he's gone, I guess both my club and Otohime Land.
Was it just a coincidence that you and your sister both worked in...
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's crazy, but I didn't even know that Nano had his brothel.
You didn't know?
I had no idea. I only found out a few days ago. If I'd known she needed money to take care of her dad, I'd have...
How could you not know? I mean, your sister...
You might say we had a... See, I left home when I was young, and I never looked back.
You just cut your fam...
That was how it had to be. But I had no idea my sister was...
I mean, Nonomiya had to know the two of you were related.
I'm sure he did. It's obvious. And apparently he actually did tell Nanoha that I was working at it, but she asked him to keep her job a secret from me, no matter what.
Well, not a real surprise, seeing as you were estranged.
Then a few days ago, Nonomiya called me, sounding really worried. He said my sister and dad that they were trapped in some kind of yacht.
That must have been a scary way to find out about the trip.
It was. Like I said, and now I'm really worried. I mean, Nonomiya broke his promise to her by telling me she worked, so Dad and Nanoha must be in really deep trouble.
They were, but it's all good now.
No need to worry. Wait, that would make you Kasuga-san, Adachi.
You knew our names this whole time? You do realize...
Look, I really am grateful.
It seems like you haven't talked to Nanoha-san.
No, I haven't. And I feel like... What? You have your employees doing that?
Basically, the home your sister put your dad in, it's a racket run by the Seiryu clan. They're threatening to kill your father if she doesn't pay them.
Wait, are you serious? And did you just say Nanoha is working at your soap land? Why didn't you tell me before?
I'm sorry. She asked me not to. I feel like shit for ratting on her even now. But at this point, the secret's kinda out.
Okay, just let me think. First of all, are they seriously asking for all that money in one lump sum? I don't have that kind of cash. I guess I could ask around.
We don't have time to try and raise money. We just have to put our faith in these new guys I hired. Maybe they'll pull a miracle out of their ass. You know, Psycho? I think they might actually do it.
Why do you think that? Who are these guys, anyway?
They're like Well, it's a bum, an ex-Yakuza, and an ex-detective. I know it sounds shady, but they're good guys. Tough, too. They're risking their lives for Nanoha.
Is the ex-Yakuza that Kasuga-san you mentioned before?
Yeah. He hasn't let me down so far. Huh? Hold on, I heard something.
Oh, is it a customer?
Yeah, probably. Hold on, hon. Hello? Hey, what are you doing? Whoa! Hey, hold on! Stop! Don't just barge in!
Boss?
Stop!
Boss?
老马，老马，他在这里，老马。
That was the last time you spoke with him?
Yeah.
What happened at the end?
I don't know. The voices sounded angry.
And this is how you know it wasn't a suicide.
Yeah.
But if these Chinese guys killed him...
Well, I don't want to find out. Let's just tell the...
I already did. I got interviewed by a detective who found my number in Nonomiya's... I told him everything...
So then why are they still calling
I
this...
don't know. But all the detective asked about the Chinese words, so I repeated them.
Really? Well...
Sure. I can tell you what I heard, but I do know the words were definite.
Laoma.
I just told you...
But I do.
Really?
Laoma is a nickname for one of the bosses in the Yokohama League.
One of their bosses?
Yeah. His real name.
That's so weird.
Maybe it was his guys who busted into Nonomiya's. They might have been calling the Mabuchi because they'd found
You're trying to imply Mabuchi's behind the murder? But he was on Seiryu clan turf. The Ijing Three don't attack on each other's land.
They don't. So if that pack's been broken, anything could happen now.
Why did the police ignore what Saeko told them?
Maybe the detective didn't know what Laoma meant.
No. I think it's the opposite. He stopped the investigation because he knew exactly what it meant.
You mean he was scared?
Not so much scared as loyal. Every detective in Nijincho knows who Laoma is. He owns them, really.
What? He bribed all of them?
He pays for a lot of their important family events. Coming-of-age parties, weddings, funerals, you name it. Sends money to their kids, too. Oh yeah, he takes care of them.
What the hell?
Mabuchi, with all these detectives on his payroll, has basically bought access to all their personal information.
He's got his personal herd of cop cattle.
Yep. And milks them whenever he wants. The police are helping, they know it too.
You know, it's really sad. How I never even realized someone was worrying about me like he was. He worked so hard all those years.
Sup?